Odd out to center field. That'll put the Baycats up too. A huge hit there, a huge double from Adam Odd in the 4th inning.
I'm not sure if that hit the fence or bounced deepest part of the ballpark, 405 feet straight away center field, and Odd just missed.
Not many people out to center field. I believe we've seen Ryan Rio do it this year, and I believe it went off the wall a few inches shy of trotting around the bases.
So Odd brings home 2, Tuck and Ejo. He's at second with 2 RBIs on the double, and now Starlin Rodriguez with 1 out. 5-3 Baycats.
Well, I mentioned that it's hard to hit it out to center field. Here's a man who could do it. Starlin Rodriguez with 8 home runs on the year in a lefty matchup. He loves to sit back on that curveball. If you can find one here, I wouldn't be surprised if he sent it out to left center field.
3rd lead change of the ball game, and we're still in the 4th inning. Breaking ball low, and the count 2-0 to Starlin Rodriguez. RBI double to bring home Barry's first run in the 1st. Struck out swinging in the 3rd. Swing and a miss, and that one had Rodriguez swinging out of his shoes.
Might be trying to swing for the 405 sign there with that swing, as swinging for the fences. And you can feel a little bit of a momentum shift in the field, in the stadium right now, as that Adam Odd double might have been the shift that the Baycats needed to turn this game around and possibly run away with it without looking back, as they're up by 2 in the 4th inning here.
That one hit high, not very deep though. It's left center field, and it'll be the left fielder making the catch. Brandon Nicholson, 2 out in the inning.
And here comes Rio. Number 27, the designated hitter, led the team in the regular season with 11 home runs, a .359 average. There's a reason he's in the 4-hole, because he can hit it to any part of the yard, including over the fence at 405 in center field. One of the most dangerous hitters in the IBL this year and for many years. You can see the Hamilton Cardinals trying to change their defensive alignment here to match their game plan for Ryan Rio.
Yeah, catcher Luis Bernardo making some gestures to his defense. They're shifted around just a little bit to the right for Rio. Swing and a miss. Big cut.
Well, our friend Julius Hearn has pointed out on the broadcast many times that you can't really shift Ryan Rio too much, as he is very good at hitting it to any part of the yard. He can hit it to left field, he can hit it to right field, and you can't do much of a drastic shift on him at all, because he'll make you pay for that.
Brendan Daly right now the shortstop, keeping the runner, Adam Odd, honest at second base, as Rio fouls one off and is behind 0-2. Rio got to Ring with an RBI double in the 3rd, but struck out against him in the 1st inning, and now Ring ahead of him, 0-2. Big pitch coming up here.
Got to be looking at a breaking ball here if you're Ryan Rio.
Here it comes. And good patience as he takes one low, 1-2. '23-year-old Colby Ring in his first IBL season. Big playoff performance here as Rio grounds it to the right side. It's into right field for a base hit. Duncan up with it. They're going to send the runner home, and Duncan makes no attempt. In to score easily is Adam Odd. And Barry with their biggest lead of the night now, 6-3.
Well, he got the breaking ball. Colby Ring loves to throw those ahead in the count. He did not miss it, sending it on the ground through the gap between second and first, and that'll put the Baycats up 3. It's now 6-3 in the bottom of the 4th inning, bringing up Roy Sando, the second baseman.
Conference on the mound as the Cardinals have activity in their bullpen. We'll see how long they go with Colby Ring here tonight. Went 7 innings in his last start. 3-7 this year with a 7.24 ERA.
For strike 1. 0-1 to Dupuis. And that one stays outside. 1-1 to TD6. Dupuis with a runner on third. Here comes the pitch, and it's outside. 2-1. Dupuis tonight has flown out to center and a sac fly. Here comes the 2-1. Nash set, delivers, in tight, 3-1. Not a very hard thrower. And Dupuis see if he can get something to hit here in the 3-1 count. Here it comes. He leaves it, and it's called strike 2, full count. Gio Morello waits on deck. Here comes the payoff. Dupuis slashes that one down the right field line into foul territory. And we'll do the 3-2 again. Here comes the pitch. Dupuis spoils another one. And a good at bat here from Tyler. First pitch is in there for strike 1 to Gio. Barrie has exploded in the bottom of the 4th against Hamilton. They're now leading 6-3 over the Cardinals. That pitch stays high and away, ball 1. It's the only other active game going on right now. Both other games delayed due to rain. As that pitch stays low, 2-1 to Gio. It's a bases clearing double from Adam Odd that has Barrie up 6-3 over Hamilton. Gio. Here it comes. Morello on the ground to second. Bowles got it. Throw to 1 in time. Kyle Nash comes in and does his job. Gets 3 outs.
IBL.
Doesn't surrender a run. To the 6th we go.
Goes to game 4. Do you bring Frank out there to put the nail in the coffin, or do you save him for a do-or-die Game 5 situation, I guess that's the debate that people will be having around the ballpark and here at home if it gets to that point. I think in any situation, if it's a must-win, you definitely want your best pitcher on the mound, and for Barrie, clearly that has been Frank Garces this season.
Yeah, well, it's a tough question, and the easy answer is you beat him in 3 and you don't have to worry about it.
If you use him in Game 4 and you win it in 4, then you've achieved your goal, but you can't use him in Game 1 of round 2. So, swing and a miss. Of course, you don't want to look too far ahead either.
Absolutely, and Garces is a guy who has surpassed the perceived pitches limit. As we've seen, 100 is usually the limit. Garces already at 90. We've seen him climb all the way up to 150 this season multiple times. So that pitch count, not really a factor for Frank Garces this year.
Swing and a miss. Garces with a little extra zip on that fastball, 2 down, and we've seen this from Frank Garces as well this season, where he seems to get better and even more unhittable as the game goes on.
Number 14, Luis.
Well,
I said it before, but that whole third time through the order thing is not something that applies to Frank Garces most nights.
Garces an outlier to many things in baseball, that being his 7th strikeout. We're in the 5th inning.
The good news, Dylan, is when it comes to potential Game 4 and Game 5 starters, neither you or I have to make that decision.
So true.
We can predict and comment, and that's pretty much all that we have to do on our end. A fellow by the name of Josh Matlow needs to make that important decision if and when the time comes. On the ground. This could be a quick 3-up, 3-down inning for Frank Garces, and it is. Down go the Cardinals in the 5th. Boy, how badly did Barrie need that? Bottom of the 5th inning we go, 6-3 Baycats. You're watching Baycats TV, Rogers TV, and Cable 14 in Hamilton.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go ain't going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in, and the
Hard body, and that's
and the score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium for this bottom of the 5th inning of playoff Baycats baseball. Hayden Jacobs stepping to the plate, and the 5th inning is brought to you by Ital Paving. For all your residential, commercial, and industrial paving needs, providing quality service for almost 40 years, because you deserve the best.
And a beautiful night for this opener of the 2023 first round of the IBL playoffs. 20-degree game time temperature, a little bit sticky, but no heat behind it, so everybody feeling comfortable tonight, even seeing a lot of hoodies and sweaters around the park. This one hit hard to left field, a long way. It is up. It is gone. Hayden Jaco with a monster blast to left field. Solo shot, 7-3 Baycats.
Well, that one was gone the second it hit the bat. That went over the hedges in left field. Not a huge swing from Jaco, but that ball went a long way. Might have gone all the way under the highway. Stay safe if you're driving over there on the road. As that was gone in a hurry.
Yeah, if the kids are looking for that baseball, they may need to stop traffic to do it. A long way off the bat of Hayden Jaco, and an emphatic bat flip as he took his time coming out of the batter's box. Now, Colby Ring took a few steps towards home plate as Hayden Jaco came around third. And I'm not sure if he had a word or two for Jaco. I don't want to start anything if nothing happened there, but it just looked a little unusual to see the pitcher walking so close to the guy who had just hit a home run. Maybe he wasn't quite happy with that bat flip or the way Jaco kind of took his time with the home run trot. But then when he started, he started sprinting around the bases, so it was sort of an emphatic, delayed home run trot from Hayden Jaco. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Branfy Infante tonight.
And just a terrific curveball there from Colby Ring. We've seen the Baycats hit it quite a bit, but right there, no one's getting to that one. Fifth strikeout of the night for Colby Ring.
Burns hit a double tonight. 1 for 2 as he faces Ring for the third time this evening. 7-3 Baycats, but for some reason this game doesn't feel quite as comfortable as the score indicates right now.
No, you're absolutely right, Ben. No lead is safe tonight, I don't think.
3 Barry errors and some very sloppy early base running.
And we were fed some stats by our stats guy in the middle innings here. Already 14 hits through the game. The problem hasn't been hits, though. The problem has been runners left on bases. A total of 9 have been left out there tonight by both teams combined.
Yeah, when your offense is firing on all cylinders, that can cover for a lot of other miscues, both on the bases and in the field. And that's kind of been the case tonight. The Barry bats have been fired up. And 8 of 9 Baycats have reached base safely. Branfy Infante, the only one, as this one's hit to right field for a base hit. Carson Burns aboard for the second time this evening.
And
so if the offense was struggling, then the base running and the defensive miscues would definitely be more of a factor than they have been.
Well, I was just going to mention that, Ben, as right there was hit number 11. And they do say the best defense is better offense. Baycats are playing to that mantra tonight. 3 errors, not a problem when you can put up 7 runs on 11 hits.
Now this Hamilton team can score a lot of runs in a hurry as well, too, so there's no question the Baycats won't be taking their foot off the gas pedal here tonight. Still in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch fouled away by Avery Tuck. Feels like we've played a full 9 innings through 5 here tonight.
Definitely does, and you just mentioned it, Ben. Can't take your foot off the gas. And with Alex Lanigan warming up in the pen, we saw him come in last game versus Barrie and pitch 4 2/3 innings, not allow a single run, only 1 hit. So while Colby Ring's still in the game here, might be your last opportunity for some offense. You want to capitalize on that. With the lineup about to turn over, the 5th inning here might be your best chance for the rest of the game to tack on some runs and increase that lead.
Delayed steal from Carson Burns and some really good base running there. Let's give credit where credit is due. He saw that ball bounce up to the plate, and as soon as it hit the dirt, he was off. I don't think he was thinking stolen base on the pitch, but realized that he had a good opportunity when that ball was in the dirt, and Bernardo was unable to get.
It is starting to come down pretty hard. A little bunt back to the mound. Abrams slips on the turf, gets the throw over. Oh, he's not in time. And he looked out by a couple of steps from our view up here. Abram, what a job to get that ball to first. He slipped on the grass infield, And here comes Brian Essery once again, as that's another botched call against his team in this one. And S isn't going to the mound to talk to anybody else except for the umpire when he walks up there. That's an awful call over there at first base, as Abram had him by a good amount.
Now batting for Brantford, right fielder Matthew Fabian.
And so now that puts Abram in a pickle. Now the bases are loaded with 1 out instead of being 2 on with 2 away. That one to first. Moreto's got it. He's going to go to first. In time, the Red Sox do score a run. Nice play by Moreto. And now there's 2 away.
Second baseman Kieran Bowles.
Let's make some fruit salad today. Oh, it's fun to do.
2 away. Top of the 6th inning. It's now a 8-4 Jackfish lead. Abram deals. And that one misses outside for ball 1. To Kieran Bowles. And now the first base umpire yelling to Jeff Rose behind the plate. The umpires are going to get together. There's a strike of lightning up over Welland Stadium.
Attention, please. Could Jim Blackmore, please report to the Crime Stoppers of Niagara table on the concourse? Jim Blackmore, please report to the Crime Stoppers of Niagara table on the concourse. Thank you.
I have no idea what's going on here. I don't think the umpires down on the field do either. And now there's a roll of thunder. I don't know how they didn't see the massive lightning strike above the sky here when they got together. There's another one. One and 0 the count. We will continue to play for now. Runners at second and third for the Red Sox. Abram pumps in strike 1. One. Abram deals. In there for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, Abram comes set, now deals. And that one is sliced foul down the first baseline. Abram looking for another strikeout here. Bowles fouls another one off down the right field line. And a good battle here at the plate. Abram looking for strikeout number 7 on the evening. Here comes. Swing and a miss. 7 on the night for Big Ben. as you hear the clock in the background. And to the bottom half of the inning we go. Jackfish continue to lead.
1 for 2 tonight. As we see some bodies down in the Baycat bullpen. It'll be interesting to see how Josh Matlow uses his bullpen in the playoffs and who he brings in here for these middle innings. And we'll see how long he goes with Frank Garces on the ground. To third, and it's mishandled by Infante. Can't come up with it. No throw. Everybody's safe. 2 on for the Cardinals. 4th error of the game for the Baycats.
Well, the only silver lining there is it sets up the double play and actually a possible triple play. But you mentioned it, 4th error of the game for the Baycats. 5th error of the game. Sorry, 4th for the Baycats, 5th of the game total.
Branfy stayed in this game after a collision with Carson Burns. In case you missed it earlier in this game, 3 Baycat defenders converging on a fly ball to left field, and Branfy took the worst of it. Was hobbling around a little bit on that right leg. Not sure if that's still bothering him or not, but it's been a tough night for him on the field, out in the field. Big at bat here, Jacob Underwood with 2 on, nobody out. Cardinals trailing by 4.
And that fastball still has lots of zip here in the 6th inning and up over 100 pitches from Frank Garces. We'll see if he can work out of a tough jam here with no out.
Runners lead, pitch. Just missed outside. Fouled off to the left.
On a 2-2 count with no away, really can't afford a walk to load the bases. Crucial pitch here with Frank Garces. You have 1 pitch you can waste before a walk comes up. Fans starting to clap for their pitcher.
Swing and a miss.
Strikeout number 8 for Frank Garces tonight. As even with the 3 runs, it's still been a dominant performance from Frank Garces per usual.
Garces wants to go as deep into this game as he can, and then when it is time to turn it over, hand them as big a lead as possible. Swing and a miss. Fastball still looking pretty good. Lane Renault couldn't catch up to that.
Pretty good would be an understatement. That fastball has some MPH behind it.
Renault has struck out twice. Brendan Daly to follow. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Garces does not want to leave this game.
Just fastballs from Garces. Last few pitches. We'll see if he continues to pound the zone here on an 0-2 count.
2 on, 1 out. Fans cheering like there's 2 out. Big pitch from Garces coming up. And he wastes one away. Not a bad decision there. And Renault, excuse me, showing patience, lays off. DeBanning at second. Rempel at first. Here's the pitch. And it's high. The count is even 2-2.
We mentioned the runners left on base for both teams. Hamilton thus far through the game has 4. And if you're Hamilton, leaving 2 on here, down 4, we pretty deflating. Got to capitalize here if you're Lane Renault in a 2-2 count.
Especially with the error to set up 2 on and nobody out. This would be an inning that you would circle if the Cardinals can't convert. 2-2, and the count is full. Great patience by Lane Renault. I think everybody in this park thought he would offer at that pitch, and he didn't. And now he's going to see a 3-2. 6th inning drama here at Vintage Throne Stadium. Baycats up by 4, Cardinals clawing away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! Back-to-back strikeouts from Frank Garces, and there's 2 down.
Just domination from Frank Garces with his fastball tonight, blowing it by hitters. That's back-to-back strikeouts, both coming from the fastball. And if you're Frank Garces, you got to think you just stick with it. Not offering at the breaking balls are the Hamilton hitters. 9-hitter Brandon Daly, the lineup about to turn over. The game plan should be fastball, fastball, fastball from the Baycats.
Garces gets ahead of him 0-1. Daly reached on an error in the fourth. Grounded out in the second. Right field, down the line, and a fair ball. Rounding second is Debanning into score, or Debanning scores. Rounding second into third is Rempel, and now the runner hung up. They get the ball in, and the throw to third gets past Branfi Infante, and the Cardinals will score 2. So Debanning in, Rempel behind him, and all the way to third goes Brendan Daly. On a hard hit ball down the line. Another Baycat error. And the Cardinals right back in this game.
Just like that, now a 7-5 ball game with a runner on third. The tying run stands at the plate. It's Brandon Nicholson.
Left fielder number 25, Brandon Nicholson.
Looks like Frank Garces will stay out there. Nicholson will face Garces for the 4th time tonight. So 2 for the Cardinals in the 6th. What a clutch hit for Brendan Daly.
Clutch indeed, as this ball game just got a little more interesting.
And Nicholson showing bunt with 2 out. Daly, not a guy who saw a lot of action in the 2023 season, but managed 2 hits and 3 plate appearances. And as a junior call-up, was eligible despite not reaching the minimum number of plate appearances for the Cardinals. What a clutch hit there for him in the 6th inning. Nicholson tonight, 2 strikeouts, single, and scored. Garces with the 0-1.